Welcome to the channel. This is Waga. We are going to continue with our series on views from SwiftUI, and today we're going to look at the list. Now, a list can show static views or data from a source in a list view. So basically that's what a list does. And to show it, we could just come here and say lists like so, and we will let's put a spacer so that we can push the text up. We could say spacer like so, and this will push the text up like so. And after that, we could come here and put a list, and in the list we could just say text like so. Why is it complaining? Okay, fine, it's now fine. Let's just try again. And okay, text, let's just put something in the text first. Text, we could say line, like so. We have this line, and let's make it a bit more magisterial. We could say, okay, headline is too small. Title's a bit bigger. So we put line. After that, we could also put maybe an image, right? So we could put an image, and in the image, I have added already an image, and let me just show you. And what you do is you just come to the XC assets and you drag in an image. I have an image of the Lake Victoria, right? So what we could do here is we could come here and let's give ourselves a bit more real estate here, like so, and we can resume so you can see it live. And the image, it's called Victoria, so image of the Lake Victoria, and try again, like so. And the image is a bit out of whack, and we could say resizable. We could hit it with the resizable modifier function, and after that we could add the frame so that we can say the exact dimensions we want it in. And we could say the height here is going to be 100, and the width we could say is going to be 100. So it's a nice square, like so. Why is it complaining about the width? Height, or we could just leave it with that. Width, like so. Try again. I'm getting an error. What? Replace height 100 with 100 with 100 height 100. Isn't that the same thing? Okay, fine. Let me just. It requires you to go with the width first rather than the height, which is odd and mystifying. But anyway, SwiftUI is still in the first iterations of SwiftUI. We're all learning. So you see, when you're resizing an image, put the width first and then the height afterwards. So basically, after that, you could also put a button if you want. You could put a button. Let's put a button here. So basically, you could put various views on a list, right? It's not click me like so, and the action could be this, like so. So basically, we have a text, we have an image, and we have a button, a click me. Okay, we can't click it here. We'll have to put it on the simulator. But basically, that's a list. You could put several different views in it, and they'll be represented in a list, like as you can see. Continue. And what we could do is we could come to the list here, and I've created an array called R with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to see how we can show them in our list. And for that, we could come to our current list and we could delete everything inside it, like so. And after that, we could just pass in, come here and pass in an initializer, and in it we're going to pass the array, like so. And we're going to put a comma and an ID. What the ID does is that so that Swift can uniquely identify each row by which value. The list needs to know this so that it can compare. If you're coming from React and Flutter, I'm sure you have encountered something like this where you have to put in a key for a map and things like that. So basically, this is the same thing, right? So that you can identify each item uniquely, so that to keep track of them when they're on the screen, so that when you delete them, it doesn't have to. It's more optimized when rebuilding. So for that, we're going to say .self, which is just basic Swift, and after that, we're going to say come here and say S in. We're going to represent it as a text, and we're going to have text like so, and we can save that, and yeah, so it gets 1, 2, 3, and 4 like so. So basically that is how you represent a list, and we can add another number. For example, we could come here and say 5 like so, and resume, and we should get a 5 here. Okay, yeah, like so. So that is basically what you do. That is how you you showcase the data in a list, data in an array in a list. Continue. Over here, if you're wondering about this code, this one is just basically telling the list that you can use the string itself, the number itself, to as the unique identifier. That's what we're using. So you could just use the string itself as the unique identifier, because the numbers are different in this case, right? And so as you can see, we have, if you come back to our canvas, you find that we have extra lines of lists here, and this may not be something we want, and we could actually deal with it. We could actually remove them by using the grouped list. In a grouped list, you don't have, the lines don't go past the last item, and for that we would come to, where's the list, to the list, and yeah, to the list here, and we can add a function modifier by saying list style, and in the list style we're going to say grouped list style like so. So when we do that, we see the lines, the, what's it called, the rows. Let's not call them lines, let's call them rows. The rows, for that's what they are. The rows don't extend past the last item of our array. So you could also use that if you want. So what we're going to do next is I just created a custom row, a struct which is a custom row that we're going to use show in our list to show how you can create a custom row. So basically it's going to receive a string from up here that it's going to show. We're going to show it with an SF symbol, a San Francisco symbol, and yeah, that's what we're going to do, basically that. So we could say here an H stack like so, and it's going to have an image, and the image is going to be SF, of course. And for that, we have to say a system name, as you would expect, and that is going to be person.circle.fill, like so. And after that, we are going to have the text of the content that has been received. So we could just pass it here, content like so, and we're going to put a spacer so that they are all bunched up to the left, right? And after that, we could come back to our list like we did, and after that we're going to say instead of text, we're going to have custom row, and in the custom row it expects the content, and the content, of course, is just going to be S like so. And if we do that, we should get let's see, yeah, we should get this. So basically we created a custom row where you can show a H tag, and it has a person icon from the San Francisco symbol, and then we have put it in the list array and shown it as a custom row, right? Like so. So basically this is one thing you could do, or you could put this grouped list or not. Yeah. So basically that's how you create a custom row. We could delete. We could work on how we can delete items from this list. And the first thing we should do is we could come here and we could wrap this list in a pair of curly braces like so, and come down here, and we could say for each like so. Yeah, and we could put for each, and I'll explain why we're using for each. And after that, we could create a function that will handle the deletion. We can put it up here, just outside the body view, and the function will be called, interestingly enough, delete. No prizes for guessing. And we could say here at indexes, and we're going to pass in the index set like so. And we're going to say if let first equals indexes dot first like so, and we're going to remove the data at that. Not the data, the array, right? The array like so, dot remove at first, like so. So this is going to be our function, and remember this is Swift. It needs space between the equals, and we could say and it's complaining cannot remove mutating member of immutable, and for that we need to put a state. We need to mark it with a state, like so, so that you can know that the array can be mutated at least on the device, right? And so we have created this function. This function will be used to delete stuff, right? And all we need to do is come to the for each here, and we can go to on delete, and on perform we could just tell it what to the function to run. We could say delete. Let's just say delete, like so. Delete, like so, and we hit resume, and everything should be. Of course, we can't see it on the canvas, but if we bring back our phone, when we try to delete, you can see it almost deletes. So basically, that's how you delete. You could do the same to move the list and stuff like that. So basically, that's how you run. You can introduce the delete function. Now, the thing about the delete function is that it only works with the for each. It doesn't work with the list view. So if you want to use this on delete function with the swipe functionality, swipe to delete, you need to use for each. That's why you put for each here and the list outside. So basically, keep that in the back of your mind that you use the swipe to delete function. It only works with dynamic view content protocol, and the only thing that conforms to the dynamic view content protocol is for each, not a list view. At least that's for Swift currently. It will probably be updated. It's one of those things that should be updated. It will be updated in the next one, like Swift 2.0. We are a few days. Today's 14th. It's 14th, right? So in about 7 days, is it 7? 8 days, I think Apple will be having a major announcement on Swift, and we'll have WWDC, and hopefully there'll be changes to the Swift UI then. And finally, if you want to put a header and a footer on your list, you could just come here and essentially wrap the for each with section. So you could say section here, give it an initializer, put that, and put that like so. And in the initializer, let's just resume. In the initializer, we could say header. The header, we could say text. And the text could be header, like so. And yeah, and we could header, like so. And we could come here and click on this and get rid of this content, like so, and try again. Let's just try again, and we get the header. And if you want to put a footer, we just do the same, put footer, and you can manipulate it how you want. You can make it larger and whatnot. So you could say footer text, like so, and this is going to be footer, like so. Yeah, so basically we have the header here, and we have the footer here, and yeah, that's how you would do it. If you wanted to put a header and a footer, you can make it larger and smaller. So basically those are the ins and outs of the list. We've created a dynamic list, and we've also seen how you can, maybe if you want to delete a list, delete items from a list, and how you would do that. Now you have to add the state variable. Yeah, so basically so that the data can change according to the changes made. So basically that's all about lists, and thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video, and I will see you in the next one.